The inimitable Cher defies gravity and time as she takes to the stage. The legend belts out hit after hit. A little bit of granite runs through Cher's solid gold performance. To the right of the superstar, singing backup, New Hampshire's Jodi Katz. The 31-year-old joined Cher's Here We Go Again tour in January.
Literally cannot believe that Cher is my boss. I'm just like, wow, you know?
For most of the show, Jodi and the other background singer stand on the back riser with the rest of the band. Jodi scored the high-profile gig after sending the music director a catchy resume.
I actually had sent him kind of a funny video of me changing the lyrics to Turn Back Time to like, I really want the job, I'll give my all to you.
She had just 3 days of rehearsals, none of them with Cher. In fact, she met the pop icon for the first time moments before a show.
It was probably 9 p.m. before the first show, and it was kind of like, Cher's coming, the boss is coming, and there she was. She came out on stage and was so sweet.
A big break for Jodi, no doubt, but she's been a successful performer for years. Her mother says she was born singing.
She was always singing in the shower, singing around the house. I mean, she just always knew she wanted to be a singer. It was like part of her blood.
Proving she had the pipes early on. Killing it as a first grader in Manchester, a solo in a Hallsville elementary school musical. She lands a more serious role in 5th grade. Jodi never took a voice lesson or a dance class. Her family couldn't afford it. Her parents struggled to keep their Valley Street home.
We went to Salvation Army for Christmas. I remember I got to pick one toy that I wanted every year, and my favorite one was this dog where it had a Velcro belly and you open it up and little puppies came out. But I was so happy. That was my one present, and I got to pick it and ask Santa.
Hardship forged Jodi's determination and fearlessness, on display during her high school's version of American Idol.
It hurt, it hurt, it hurts so bad.
Jodi won, cementing her conviction to follow her dream. She just wasn't sure how.
I think back to how confident I was. I was in an auditorium of all my peers, 9th, 10th, 11th, and 12th graders, hundreds of kids, and I'm like, bam, I was there. Not a fear in the world. It's so nice to meet you guys.
We caught up with Jodi at Memorial High School. Hey, Jodi. The first time she's been back since graduating in 2006.
I'm back.
This auditorium is where it all started. Students gathered for a guest speaker, famed Broadway playwright Mark Schoenfeld.
He was kind of saying in his speech that no one's going to pluck you from obscurity, and if you think you got it, then, you know, be ready when opportunity knocks. And I'm sitting there like, is this my opportunity? It's like, is he speaking to me? I should say something. So I raised my hand and I said, Mr. Schoenfeld, can I sing for you?
She's standing right in front of me and just looking at me dead in the eye. And she's singing this great blues song. She's just doing it great. I never heard it before, but I was amazed.
Mark immediately took her under his wing.
Obviously, she has a killer voice, but there's a million killer voices. A voice alone is not going to do it, right? So it was her outwardly beauty, her inwardly beauty, all her talents.
Soon after graduating, Jodi landed the Kids Bop National Tour. She also sang background vocals for then 15-year-old Miley Cyrus, performing on Regis and Kelly.
I know what you like, I know what you think, not afraid
Those gigs led to an audition with the Trans-Siberian Orchestra, the Christmas rock and roll show, one of the highest grossing concert tours.
Al Petrelli, who's uber famous, he's been with Megadeth and Alice Cooper, and he's our music director in the Trans-Siberian Orchestra. It's kind of just like playing guitar on the couch and, hey, sing along with this. And I know now it was an audition, but back then it was kind of like seeing if we could jive.
No question they jived. Jodi will start her 11th season with the TSO when she raps with Cher in the fall. It's a wonder she doesn't lose her voice. The TSO plays 50 shows in 6 weeks. Jodi's sung in every state but Alaska. The tour bus, her rolling home.
You know what's so weird? I always think life is easier on the bus. I get like the best sleep. I don't know, something about the rock of the bunk, and I'm with my best friends.
In comparison, Cher's tour schedule is like a vacation. Shows every other night, fancy hotels, an opportunity of a lifetime.
I could have never imagined Cher would come into my life. Mark believed in me immensely, so he kind of always told me, you're gonna make it.
No one is more proud than Mark Schoenfeld and Jodi's mother.
I love you.
I love you too. Mwah.
And whether Cher really intends to call it quits, this is her 3rd farewell tour. For Jodi, her star is on the rise.
I get butterflies every night. I love it. That curtain dropping is just, I wish everyone could feel what that feels like.